Greetings from New Braunfels and happy Airborne Day. Thus, I'm wearing my airborne cap today. Shout out to my former teammates, all the airborne people that I know, my father and my daughter-in-law Becca, and thank you for your service. I wanted to show you some of the new gizmos that I'm starting to use, and it's thankfully due to an injury. I had an injury to my knee, which is chronic and recurrent, and it forced me to look at doing something different. I had been skating every day since the beginning of the year. I was doing 10K a day, and about the end of June, I guess it was, my right knee just swelled up like crazy, and I couldn't really bear any weight on it. Anywho, I took some corrective action. And after draining it, getting the 40 cc's out, I've started thinking, well, how am I going to work around this? And I came across this thing with the bands, and I know they've been around forever, but I didn't know anything about them. And I found two different used sets on eBay, and there's two kinds of bands. There's this flat, it's a flat band, it's called a loop, because it's a loop. So it's a flat loop, and it comes in all different sizes. These are the smaller ones. See the thickness here there's about 3 or 4 wrapped up in there, and they get progressively thicker, wider, till you get really like a monster band like this one here, which I've used for squats. Anyhow, there's another type. I found that the flat bands are great for most of the things. Oh, it also, the used set I got also came with these handles, which come in very handy when you double them over and do deadlifts. You grab on and double over the band, and you hook on each side, and you have a grip. And the other type of band is the tubular. So this was another used set that I found on eBay, and they come with the handles, and like this is a handle where you can load up to 3 at a time, and you can anchor them off so that there's an anchor here, and then you're pulling against the anchor. And this one is set up to do rowing and like pull downs. And there's a different handle with just accept 1 at a time, and this you can do more like movements with aerobic type movements, where it's functional type movements, combination movements, like a squat and a push off, squat and push, that type of thing. So I'm just thrilled with what you can do with these things. This is the other accessory, and this is an ankle one. So with this, you can anchor it in the middle again, and you can turn around and do leg extension, standing leg extension, or standing and reverse it and do standing leg curls. So between the two sets, I think you can pretty much do everything that you can do in a gym. But this is another thing that I found on eBay, and you can loop the bands in there and use this for like overhead presses or doing curls, and you loop the bands in, and you can just stand on the band and bring it up and do the exercise. I'm going to show you a few demonstrations of the different exercises here coming up. Try and make it quick and short and sweet. conclusion, I think the bands are there. They're probably not for everybody. For somebody that's really seriously into powerlifting or bodybuilding with iron, it may not be for them. But for a lot of us out there, especially as we're getting older, I think that the pressure on the joints is less. And I think you can do a lot of the exercises that you would have to go to a gym and get a membership for. And you can do them in the backyard. You can do them outside in this, in the beautiful weather. You don't have to be cooped up in a gym. Frankly, I haven't been in a gym in years, and most of the things that I've done over the years are pretty unorthodox.
Hi.
To exercise with, but I found these are especially filling in and not getting too sedentary after injury or at any other time. I think this gets you out of that and gives you options. I mean, you can work around. I found I could work around the knee when it was inflamed. It's feeling a lot better now, and it allowed me to do all the different parts that weren't injured, and slowly work in the injured extremity back in and slowly build it back up. So I highly recommend, if you have never used them, to maybe consider trying them out for resistance training, especially for us older folks as we're getting, not that we're getting too old, but I'm pushing 40 now, and I'm finding that these are really helping me out a whole lot in strengthening the musculature around the knee, so that there's less stress on that bad knee, and it's able to tolerate a lot more vigorous activity. Anyhow, I wish you well, and hang in there, keep hope alive, be positive, have courage, and be kind. And thank you for watching.